on in the school. So today we're going to specifically talk how we can start, planning for our internship and what the things that we need to do in order to be prepared. So first we're going to talk about the prerequisites, and Jean's going to talk about it.
So who's here familiar with HS 285? All of you, right? So you should have already taken it. If you haven't, then that's just the intro class to healthcare administration. They do ask the internship office, and even just for your own education, take 285 before you start your internship. Another really recommended class that you should take, actually as a prerequisite, is the Managing Healthcare Provider and Organization class, which is SH 375. The reason why this is really important is because you talk about the different industries, maybe which one you may like, which one speaks to you, things that maybe are, are kind of in sync with what you want to do as a career. So those are the two recommended classes that we ask that you take. Also, it's recommended that you take as many other core classes as possible. So those include your HS classes. There's a leadership class. What other classes are there? Finance, insurance. There are other different classes too.
Sister Watkins classes, Tolman's classes.
So those are the classes these are the two required ones, but the rest are also very highly recommended.
So you can start your internship without taking these classes and without completing 31 to 59 credits in this school. And also, like for your internships, the credit is 1 unit to 3 units. So 1 unit is 200 hours, 2 units is more than 300 or more, and yeah, the 3 credits.
3 credits is 350 to 400 hours.
So if you want to, learn more about the industry that you want to work on, then do 3 units or 3 credits.
I believe it also has to be 7 weeks long at least, right?
Yes.
Minimum of 7 weeks. So you can't get more than 1 credit in 7 weeks because you just can't work enough hours. And that may change. It may be longer than 7 weeks that we require.
Yes.
So when I went and was doing my grad plan with the academic center, whatever it is for the business or this degree, they were telling me that they don't allow it before your, like it needs to be either your last semester or your second to last semester. Is that not the case?
No.
Because that's what they told me in the advising center, is that the healthcare degree doesn't allow it. Like Brother Tolman won't accept it before that. That's what they told me just like 3 or 4 days ago.
Whoever you talk to.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm because
I'll address that.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Because that's definitely
Ask
not
that
what-
question again in just a sec, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to go to our next slide. Any other questions regarding the prerequisites for internships? So how to get started. So first you need to find your internship. So the school is not going to give you your internship. So that's the misconception, because a lot of students think that, okay, I'll just go to Sister Watkins, and Sister Watkins is going to give me an internship. Or Brother Tom's going to give me an internship, but that's not the case. You need to find it on your own. That is why we want you to put your email address on the attendance sheet, because we have a list of all the companies that past students have done their internships for. So we can email you that information. So you can call those hospitals or those clinics, and you can find out if they are willing to take you as an intern. And we have, I was looking through the list, and we have some in California, we have some in Utah, we have some in Rexburg. So it's a really good list. So don't forget to put your email address. Okay. And the next thing you need to do is you need to complete a form in the Career Navigator, and I'm going to show you where it is. So we're going to send you a copy of this presentation too, and all the links, so you'll be able to start preparing for your internship. So this is my Career Navigator page. I'm 80% complete. I'm graduating soon. But so they're just going to ask you your basic information, and they'll give you a list your news feed of job opportunities that are available, but not just for our major, but for like every job there is that's available for us as students in BYU-Idaho. So it's a good resource for us to, to find a job and find an internship too. And so after you're done creating your profile, and you can also link this to your LinkedIn and your Facebook page, so you can you can network with people. So you can click on the internships page, and then put in your information, and put in your provider's information, like the company that you're gonna work for. And Regina's gonna talk about the master plan that you need to have in order to start your internship.
Yeah, so the next thing on the list is, so first, you found your internship. Number two, you created your profile on the Career Navigator so that you can complete the process. The third thing that you need to do is see if the person that you're doing your internship with has already had an intern from BYU-Idaho. The reason why that's important is because there's this thing called a mutual agreement, and it's almost like a contract between the facility that you're going to and our school. There is a list, yes, so we're gonna send you a link of all these, an email with all of these links. So what you wanna do is click here on the BYU-Idaho Master Internship Agreement form. It'll pull up as a Word document, and you print this out. Can you click edit? Or click escape? Thank you. And so this is what it'll look like. So at the top, it looks like a contract, right? This agreement is entered into blah, 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 and it talks about BYU-Idaho and the company that you're gonna work for. These are some general considerations, and these also include a list of things that your company will promise to give you as an experience. So this is really important to do. Now, if a place that you've gone to, say Intermountain Healthcare, we've done a few internships there already, you don't need to fill this out because we've already done it with them. A previous student has already done this agreement, so Intermountain Healthcare is aware of what our requirements are to get credit for the internship. If you're going to a new place, say in New Mexico, because that's where you're from, and you've never been there before, there's no, any previous student who has been there and done an internship there, they don't know what our requirements are. So this is something that you'll have to fill out. As a little note too, this is probably one thing that you want to find out at the very beginning when you're talking to the companies and you say, okay, yes, I'm doing my internship with you. Can you please fill this out for me? Because there's two parts. There's them and there's also BYU-Idaho. And you probably learned in your business classes that, working with different entities takes some time and things kind of fall through the cracks sometimes. So you want to make sure that you're really on top of this. This is something that I want to be proactive about. All right.
I actually have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
For the master agreement. I found that if you Google the Career Navigator and click on there, you can register as an employer and have them fill it out through the website instead of a Word document. Is that acceptable or?
I think so. This is what this
I don't know, because I don't handle any of that paperwork, and that's what you guys have to realize. The Academic Discovery Center, namely the Internship Office in Sister Williams, they handle all this. The master agreement's a legal document. You will also be required to, or your employer will require that BYU-Idaho signs an agreement. That's called an affiliation agreement. Some of those are deal breakers because they will require training that we just can't guarantee that you've had for your internship. So I have seen that happen where then the student has to start over again. That's why this process takes a really long time. But I can't answer your question. They're still in beta testing for a new streamlined process lesson. The way you're talking about having that master agreement completed by your preceptor, I don't know, talk to Sister Williams. And the very best thing to do, guys, is walk over to the Academic Discovery Center and actually talk to people. Because they're never gonna answer their email and they're not gonna answer their phone. They'll be great if you go over there and ask them all these questions.
I would also add to that, that if that is a possibility, you go talk to Sister Williams and she says yes, make sure that you follow up. That's really important because you want to make sure that that process actually gets completed.
So after the agreement gets signed and sent to the Academic Discovery Center, then they're gonna send an email to Sister Watkins, and Sister Watkins gonna approve it.
After they get the master agreement, after the affiliation agreement has been signed, then they will send me.
The email.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really far down in the process.
So don't email Sister Watkins
No, please
until
don't.
you get like an email from the Academic Center that your master plan has been approved.
Then don't even email me.
Yeah, don't
They'll email
they'll
me.
email Sister Watkins.
And then you'll get notification whether or not we've approved it.
Yeah.
So for example, I just interviewed for an internship job at Intermountain Healthcare. I find out on Saturday whether or not I'm gonna get it. We've had people that have already done internships at this facility before. Which step am I on next? If they accept, do I just talk to Sister Watkins?
No, tell them to send a master agreement to the school, and then after it gets approved, then the Academic Center is gonna email Sister Watkins.
And you've got to go into Career Navigator once you find out whether or not you've gotten the internship and complete your profile. The master agreement will be a no-brainer, the affiliation agreement will be a no-brainer, but you still have to complete all of that paperwork before they contact me. And it takes a little time.
So it's
Even if,
crucial.
because like Julian, you've been at IHC, who else has done, are you doing the patient experience? Okay, who else has completed?
Ding.
Yeah, I'm just wondering who's here. Okay, so Julian, how long did the process take you with
It actually
IHC?
took a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, it took a while to hear back from, at first, it wasn't even approved. I had to go back and finish some paperwork. And actually, this agreement form was the thing that was holding me back.
the master agreement was?
Yeah,
Mm.
and just figuring out my schedule because their internship starts later than our semester starts, so I had to figure out the hour schedule, so, yeah.
And it took a little while with the IHC internships because you guys go through as a cohort and you do all that training together and you're not getting a ton of hours initially
Yeah.
until you're assigned a facility, right? And then you can get a ton of hours after that, but it's kind of slow, it's a slow build-up.
It is.
But awesome internship.
It is. It really is.
Is there any question about that? So I guess as a quick recap for this, if you're going to a facility who's already done it, more than likely they've already filled out a master agreement. Just make sure it's already been done before. And Sister Watkins, can you please correct me if I'm wrong, but once they've done it once, they don't have to do it again.
I don't know because they expire,
Okay. So
but they're not valid
I know
indefinitely.
that at the health center, that's, since it's already done, and that's.
But that's a totally different animal.
And it's on campus too,
Mhm.
so it is very different. So, anyway, just verify with the master agreement, that's one thing that definitely does hold up a lot of students, so just stay on top of it.
Yeah, so make sure that you follow these steps. You find an internship, you go to Career Navigator, make your profile, and set everything up, and then you'll be able to, don't email Sister Watkins about like the steps and stuff like that, because she has tons of students that she's,
900, because I do
900.
all the on-campus and online. So we have 902 students. So the online students actually take up a ton of time. I love you on-campus students because then you just talk to each other and you figure everything out. It's great. So ask each other.
and we'll send you all the links, so that you can, if you don't have a profile yet, you can start tonight. You can, it took me like 5 minutes to do it, seriously.
And the internship office gets really, really backed up. So they approve, over 1,000 internships every semester. So there's a lot of paperwork. Just give yourself plenty of time.
So any more questions about internships to Sister Watkins, any clarifications?
Can we go back to your first slide? Are you guys? Okay. Let me just talk for just a second about 285 and 375. Like Regina said, I gotta throw my next mic. Do you ever eat pizza and you feel like you have like that flour
Yes.
stuck to your lips? Yeah. Anywho, yeah, so 285 and 375, basics. And if I had my druthers, I would change the prerequisites and require more. Take, for instance, public health majors, they have to take a lot more prerequisites than you guys do. The reason I would change it is this. The internship, guys, should be the most valuable experience for your entire undergraduate education. We don't want it to be just another box on your grad plan. Oop, gotta check it off, right? How many classes can I take at the same time as I'm doing my internship and I'm still trying to work my part-time job? We don't want it to be that way because this can be so valuable. There are students, let's see. Okay. Julian, I'm gonna pick on you a little bit. Linda, you did your internship. What do you think you had taken several classes in the major before you did your
I did.
internship. What if you had only taken 285 and 375?